Hello again. So this is video 2, not Sevagoth. This video is for Shadow. I mention him in Sevagoth's video. I do. I really do. But I only give you overview, the build, whatever. I didn't really go into detail. I told you he has a slam attack. I use that primarily. Let's build some stuff. See, I have to show you everything about Shadow. The first thing about Shadow is that most people consider Shadow to be just another weapon that Sevagoth has. And that's partially true. Now, in order to summon Shadow, you need a full bar. Which is why I killed everything, almost everything, to make sure I had a full bar. Now, whenever you use the one key ability that I use to nuke everything, that is, in fact, Shadow. You are summoning Shadow whenever you use that. But you don't control him. He's just randomly runs around and kills everything because that's what Shadow does. But if you get downed, like I mentioned in the Sevagoth video, he auto-spawns. So say I was down, you auto-spawn, you jump out, you kill 5 enemies, and it resurrects Sevagoth. Most people only ever use Sevagoth for that. That's it. There are a few that use him otherwise. But if you look at Sevagoth's attack damage, it's all melee. Melee does do a lot of damage. You could say that melee is one of the hardest hitting things in Warframe. But, as you can see here, I mean, it's okay. I got him slam build, so you can see all of the big numbers. There's slam attacks. Now, these are Tech Rot, Xmas, Babus. You slam attack 20 of these guys to death, that's going to take a minute. I'm sorry. You can easily use a Tenekai build, though. So... So while I have him and a slam attack, the idea is I use slam attack because I can kill the most minor enemies the fastest. Your slam attacks, if you've got a bunch of non-Xmas Grineer units, but you've got a whole bunch of Xmas Grineer units really killing you, and then you drop, you're not going to go after the Xmas units. If you're not going to go after the big thing that takes, 50,000 kills or has a billion health. But you go after a group of, let's say, 5 little, your soldiers. Even if they're level capped, I mean, you can do some damage. You really can. You can kill pretty quick with slam attack. Now, more than likely, the Tenekai build is what's going to win out. But in order to do that, I need more attack speed, and right now I use heavy attack build for the slam attack. Now, you have Relentless Combination. I use that because I don't have speed. And it builds counter really fast. Because slash is slash, but most people don't know is Sail Slash has got a 14% proc rate versus 4 and 3%. Yeah. So that matters for relentless combination, like a lot. And you can put as much status as you want in here. I didn't status this out or anything. It's base status. But base status is okay. It's enough. It is. So you get a 14% chance per strike. Many melee afflictions with a heavy attack build, right? But more importantly, with a slam attack build. Now, the slam attack build works with the Tenakai even. What you do is you just jump before you do your attack. So you Tenakai jump, right? Now, this one's nice. It procs a lot. But Truce Flame most likely is what I'm going to be using. It's because of the extra 4 seconds of Tenakai opportunity. It gives you a little extra time to perform the slam attack because you have to jump before you do it. And that takes a second. So Truth's Flame lets you use Tenakai to slam attack. That's basically what it's for. That, and it adds a lot of damage. And, well, we don't really care if Shadow gets cursed, because, yeah. Sorry, Shadow. Now, this is probably my most questionable thing that I have on here. It does a little bit. I mean, with melee afflictions on a slam attack build, Condition Overload is the right answer. But in order to monopolize some Condition Overload, you need more conditions. And the damage from this increases the damage of all those conditions, which is why Condition Overload is so good. But it's one of those things you just kind of got to watch out for. You can build around, but I mean, that's not bad. I'm just trying to get absolutely as much damage as I can. Because that's what a slam attack build thrives off of. I mean, of course, critical and critical damage is the bread and butter of DPS as a whole after that. But, yeah. Now, Sevagoth's Shadow, by himself, right? By himself isn't bad. And I'm going to show you. We're going to do the same test with the Tech Rod. Now, I mean, I get it. Probably not going to be able to kill him as fast as Shadow does. Sevagoth is like the main cast character. Shadow's kind of like, the plucky comic relief. If you want to call it that. Okay, so in order to get Shadow, like if I were to get knocked down right now, I'm not sure if Shadow would actually spawn. I've never had no bar and been knocked down. So I might have to test that. But the fact that it's never happened means that it's so eclectic that it probably doesn't matter. Okay. Now, for the test, the demonstration, as it were. We're going to do it again. Wait, no. No, you forgot to push a button. The button must be pressed. Wait a second. Now we press the button. There we go. Okay. Oh. And if this is going to be a test, I need these monsters trying to kill me. Sorry. Like, you know. It's fun watching me just kill dummies, but what's more fun... Now, as you can see, when he jumps out, he was already kind of, like, iframed. And I, you know... Now you see how he died? That's absolutely one of the best things. As you're using him, though... Now see how it says ability not ready? I mean, I don't want to do it. I don't. There we go. Now see? I mean, this is pretty nasty setup here, pretty nasty enemies. Shadow's not like your primary Warframe that you can, you know... You can do some pretty cool shit. You can make him more powerful. See, now I got down. And he can res me. See how that worked? Personally, I think that part of it was glitched. Now I got this glitch where when I normal attack, it does his one ability. And it actually stops me because I can't just normal attack. The Tenekai normal attack is what I need to res him. And that glitch kind of makes it difficult. You'll notice if you play Sevagoth, it happens every time. Go on. Stop doing that. Stupid. So I press melee attack. That's why I slam attack build him, believe it or not. Is because if I'm going to get the attack off, I'm going to need to do this. And I can do this flawlessly, all I want. But when I try to normal attack, it doesn't do that. See, I have Shade to res me, and I have Shadow to res me. Oh, there we go. Which is letting me actually attack. But yeah, Sevagoth's shield gating ability is, he works like everybody else, you just can't get hit. If you're in the middle of that, it's kind of hard not getting it. Yeah, they're supposed to be passive. They're supposed to be like, you know, not moving. And not attacking. Funny, right? Glitch frame, the spaghetti code that we love. Yeah, glitches happen all the time in this game. The Sevagoth is just one of many. Be patient. They're working on it, guys. They're working on it. But despite all that, totally a fun character.